putting them up, that's not going to happen.
Oh, that's good.
But maybe you'll see his beautiful face in a bit. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I am coming to you live from my home in Nyack, New York. We are celebrating the recent release of We the Nighthawks. Thank you to my little black crew. I'm going to be singing through the whole album. It's a 45-minute record. My vocals live with these beautiful, fully mixed instrumental tracks. And I have a couple opening remarks. So I would like to start by saying that what you're about to hear is a collaboration between a multitude of talented people. You're only seeing me at the moment, and my voice and my presence and my friends' presences are the only live components right now. But you are going to hear original music created by songwriting team Morris and Rivers, performed by 20 musicians, recorded, produced, mixed, distributed, and promoted by even more. Brought into this world by the generous contributions of people who were strangers to me at the start of this venture, but believed in it as much as I did. Various elements of this setup today were assisted by some generous friends who are also fabulous musicians themselves. Chris Bill, Dave Reese, and Drew Bordeaux. Thank you, guys. You've probably seen Drew's photos all over the place by now. They are gracing my social media, my website, as well as the album artwork, which was Drew's photo and designed by Richard Lovrich. Taken at Roger Worley's estate in New Jersey, aptly named Aragon. That was a big moment of this creation and helped me envision the characters for the songs that you're about to hear. So check out that lyric booklet. I did include a link, kimberlyhockey.com/livestream. If you want to download that and follow along with the lyrics, check out some track notes, and have a look at Drew's beautiful images. Let's start with an introduction in the words of lyricist Justin K. Rivers, who is the initial creator of this universe. He has been so open in allowing Lecco, Joel Moss, Asaf Gleisner, and I the adventure of interpreting it all for ourselves. So, in Justin's words. I hope he doesn't mind. I didn't ask permission. I'm singing the rest of his words today, so. This project was born from loss and grew into something filled with deep hope. Some of these stories are quiet tragedies, others playful or joyous. In all of them, Kimberly's voice is the common thread, bringing to life people and places, both near and far. From our first forays into songwriting to the filtered stained glass of Dreamland Studios, Lecco and I have sought to use old tools in new ways to meld our experiences. Along the way, a devastating year unfolded, which saw us grapple with the fragility of life and the vulnerability of our loved ones, laying bare just how vital human connection is, how vital music still is in all our lives. I've already told the story of the night I finished the lyrics to Slow Cool Water. We were all at our darkest moments. Lecco had fled from the disease that ravaged his beloved New Orleans. I had seen my friends lose everything in an instant. The first pandemic deaths were upon us. What else could we do? Except to seek strength in those currents that flow safely underground and in each other. We worked remotely. Lecco quarantined in a borrowed house, recovering from the disease. Me typing away at a green Formica table as the world fell apart, cradled by a broken office chair with bare springs. I sent him words and he replied with music. A chance thought of his old childhood friend connected us to Kimberly, and with her, Asaf Gleisner. A phone call to another friend brought us the name of Joel Moss, perhaps the one person who had the breadth of musical imagination and experience to understand how to guide this project. A few more lucky chances and a lot of hard work, fueled by LECO's tireless conviction and belief, brought us sponsors and patrons and investors who wanted to help make this thing real. We do not need to remake the world. We need only to help it flow toward greater perfection. Here is our attempt with our rough trade. The talents of great musicians and engineers placed in holy spaces, overheard by the warm hum of vintage microphones, awaits. Maybe we're getting a little carried away. It's just music, right? To quote another great songwriter, if you don't go over the top, you don't get to see what's on the other side. We have mountains to climb. Thank you, Justin. Ivy twined in the sun-struck lane, climbing up each other in the lusty rain. Each tendril wrapped around me is driving me insane. Ivy twined in the sun-struck lane. I once thought you were above me. Hands were much too dirty, but with yours we matched. And I once thought you never left me too hard or just too tender from the times that scratched. We discarded all our clothing at the lake shore, blue and fun, skipping in pale gray working waters, naked yet divine. We were ivy twined in the sun-struck lane, tangled on your trellis in the morning rain. Your mouth retains the flavor of our sweet champagne. Ivy twined in the sun-struck lane. Now does this tawny season last forever? Must we be replanted to regrow? Can we form a shelter with our bodies? Let our stamens and petals survive the coming snow. Cause we are ivy twined in the sun-struck lane, lingering the frost back in the freezing rain. Until the thaw ignites us, we are entombed, ingrained. Ivy twined in the sun-struck lane. Ivy twined in the sun-struck lane. Lip-synced Arabella packed her story in a case, folded into quarters, edged with Belgian lace. But our frames were all aflutter. What's another remake for? Snip the B-plot, let it curl the cutting room floor. At a table near the ballroom, we filmed the farewell scene. Then we turned the cameras off. We smelled of ethylene. Fingers on the trigger in a constant state of war. pulling focus moments off the cutting room floor. A dream of golden statues on waltzing carving domes, millimeter reels that thread the night train in our clothes. We had a grand affair, but the cameras never came. We funded this with nectar, but the taste was aspartame. The footage lies in baskets, I don't want it anymore. The archive is glued on the cutting room floor. Lip-synced Arabella packed her story in a case, folded into quarters, edged with Belgian lace. The matinees will only see what she underscores. She left a different movie on the cutting room floor. Silent ivory, we meet again on the broken stage in the flame by the slenderest thread, just one more show. Talking to gremlins in three-quarter tonic at the end of a stove, punctured and tied by the clink of the glasses, from the wonderland waiting inside. A car that had crashed on a desolate highway, with chords that conform to a dissonant sound. Or that's the laneway that yearns for the city, but will never be more than some apple farm. So speak to me, silent ivory. Wherever you go, you are ready to fly into love. In the heat and famine, the Johnson grass falls, turns brown till it dies. Pens that held memories and burn marks and caps, the charred bottom teaspoons and strings of motels where the lobbyists sutured with dust and that odor, and the concierge leers at the dead clientele, where the names of martyrs soft spoken women, turning down beds with a morgue fumes, folding fresh towels and dumping the garbage from one empty room to the next empty just like Saturday, always far away, just like Saturday, a dream in the shoulders of the working blues. You wake up inside a Sunday lemonade, living in a valley of mountain skies. Your rippling lake is my morning teacup, reflecting back in my sleepy eyes. You're just like Saturday, always far away, just like Saturday, a dream in the shoulders of the working man. Commuting along the Monday wagon train, a rumbling tread to the city hills, where every cafe is filled with smiling friends, and cottage daisies fall down the sill. But Tuesday is just forever. It is wearing an old-fashioned frown, watching coyotes in circles, while Wednesday is dragging you down. But Thursday and Friday are what I wish to be, but frankly I live as a brown russet Jew, cool in the morning, but hot in the sun, baking the next afternoon. You're just like Saturday, always far away, just like Saturday, a dream in the shoulders of the working blues. You're just like Saturday, another life away, hoping to grow into the bloom we choose. Thank you. This is a good moment to introduce the band. And also to make sure audio and everything is all good for everyone. Do we know?
Got some claps.
Got some
Great.
claps.
Got some hearts.
Everyone's hearing things? Okay, looks like no one is
Looks hot.
complaining. Great, okay, good. Seems like audio is working. Woo-woo. Which is important because we have some incredible musicians on this project. You have been listening to Asaf Gleisner on the piano, Dylan Perillo on the bass, Jameson Ross on drums, that incredible clarinet solo on track 2, Cutting Room Floor, was Jonathan Green from Saratoga, as well as a fabulous string section led by Adriana Mateo. Reese Tivey on the trumpet, incredible playing on Bill Evans, track 3. You also heard Rob Meissen on tabla. He will be returning again. Joel Brown on guitar on the track that you just heard. And you are about to hear the marvelous Maya Stone on bassoon. This is my first voice bassoon duet that you're about to hear. That was such a fun moment recording at Jim Mastriani's studio in Saratoga Springs. And after that, you will hear our single, Slow Cool Water, which will feature Adam Siegel on the saxophone. And now, Alone in the Dark. Sound filters through hairs of floorboards and of panes, moans and sighs that manifest ecstatic and profane. Hear the rattle of the hinges, the perk of lazy tea, the thumping bass of binges sitting next to me, alone in the dark. And the moon could be from chocolate, dipping berries from the patch, the sigh of fingers touching mine, the rattle of your latch, and a closet of vanilla, your favorite evening smell, the thumping bass, your soundtrack. I remember it so well. Alone in the dark, I thought we were perfect moments. Time had graced us with a gift, and if the world admired us, we could steer instead of drift. Now you're in an apartment, mouthing someone's words. You listen to the noises like the ones that I've just heard, and you cannot shake the feeling furniture is out of place. The ghost of what is missing howls around your face. In the dark. Nice song.
Wow.
Your blue sky friends have fallen wayside. Look beyond them, kindred stand revealed. All of your dreams that now seem stupid, you're just exhausted. Come and rest afield, fall on your knees. Feel yourself undone, you thirst for something. Quenching, find no hope, no sun. Take it down to the ledge where the hillside likes to sing. Cup your hands and may you drink snow cool water from the ancient spring. 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 Some days enchantment seems illusion, but it's true, you're magic every time. Enemies bitter by your confidence, let them go now, they're only petty crimes. Cold rakes your skin, and you need to feel again. The books beneath your feet, it's true. rich and thick with life. Take it down to the ledge where the hillside likes to sing. Cup your hands as you drink slow, cool water from the ancient spring. 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 Rise from your knees, stand by my side. This place will grow, our work goes on. Timber and frame, tender we guide, building this house with rivets of pride. We will grow, we will grow, we will grow, we will sing, drink games. Slow, cool water from the ancient spring. Snow, 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 cool water from the ancient spring. Slow, cool water from the ancient spring. Slow, cool water from the ancient spring. Slow, cool water from the ancient spring. We are not going back to the first track. I had this set up so beautifully to go straight to the next track. Let's see if I can make that happen again. Nope, not gonna work with me. Here we go. I'm looking for a lifetime, you're a one-night stand. You're begging for man, I'm the promised land. Well, I don't need your car, I don't want your advice. I never rip the tag off of your asking price. You say one of these days I'll be itching for you. One of these days you're just fine. One of these days you'll be waiting forever. Well, one of these days I'll be gone. Can you buy me a drink? Can we make this a date? Let me grab a tall boy filled with glyphosate. Can we dine at the club? Can I show you some skin? I've got a boiling pot to put a Nesca in. You say one of these days I'll be itching for you. One of these days you're just wrong. One of these days you'll be waiting forever. Well, one of these days I'll be gone. I'm a debutante at the cotillion. I'm the queen of the bowling bean pong. Most of my girls are getting married by now. It's so good that your friends become mom. I think that's my cue. I think that's the door. It's been a pleasure walking to the liquor store. The twilight is ending. The day will break free. So go back to your coffin. There ain't room for me. You see, one of these days I'll be itching for you. One of these days you're just wrong. One of these days you'll be waiting forever. Well, one of these days I'll be gone. Thank you. I'm gonna try to get my little playlist going again because when it works, it is so nice. Just one track to the next. We are the Nighthawks behind the neon sign, bundled into overcoats with wrinkles like designs. We drink alone, we ride around tombstones. We the Nighthawks alone. We are the Nighthawks. We blister in the day, while neighbors sleep behind their walls. We trundle on our way to a park bench for the weak, bar stool for the wrecked. Bright hallucinations we are desperate to protect. Sally, oh Sally, you bought cotton dip. Your Christmas tree sprouts mistletoe. Let it crib. The parcel counter's waiting. It's a mistress, not a wife. It discounts daily victories or petty little life. Wired restless nighthawks reading by the lamp of romance and of mystery. Your paperbacks are damp. Will the sickness fester? The detective solve the crime? Will we find the treasure? Will we get out in time? favorite moments in Dreamland. It was sort of at the end of the day, right? Because it was just Asaf and I. So it was like, yeah, we could do that one, like when everyone else is gone, whatever. We can take as many tickets as we want. And there was just like such this heavy, dark mood. I think we turned the lights down. And yeah, it was pretty magical. We recorded all of this at Dreamland Studios in Woodstock, which is just like, I can't envision any other place to do this. If you're not familiar, it's an old church, kind of out in the woods, and it just has this incredible vibe. It's run by Jerry Murata, the drummer, who was on One of These Days. Let's hear it for Jerry. And shout out to Ariel Shafir, who is our engineer in the studio. We will be going back in July, which is very exciting, with pretty much the same crew. It's the same songwriting team. It's Morrison Rivers, and this time it's a little, you might get a little something special in your Christmas stocking this year. Yes, it's a Christmas record. Original Christmas songs, which I think we really need. I am just in love with this new record, so I can't wait for you to hear it. And we are going to record this at Dreamland as well in just a couple weeks. And it's called A New Noel. And I think we could all use some new Christmas songs in our lives.
Yeah.
You heard Marty Peters on saxophone on One of These Days, and he'll be back for the penultimate track. Anything else I'm missing? Or should we just go to the next song? All right. I'm getting a thumbs up. Oh, can you give me a note for this one? I think it's a sincere. Actually, you know what? I can play the beginning of it. You're right. All right, here we go. I have hats galore from nightclub ads. They styled me into a long career. I need a glass of brandy or something. And I'm going to saw my friends in hat. But I've always been sincere. My grammar school, gang of thieves. I rescued gold and then I disappeared. And I got away as a narco's crutch. But I've always been sincere. Do you hear? I was mixing gin in San Martin when Scarface lent me his little ear. And I got away as narco's crutch. But I've always been sincere. hemisphere. I could have had that quiet life. You were my kingdom, you were my fear. Do you hear? Around the world I've seen it all. My airship ran afoul and landed here. But insurance is a darling friend, and at least I was sincere. Now the party's winding down. My latest gig is humble ballad. Have I screwed things up? Have I hurt your heart? Have I made you dance? Why, yes, I have. So fault me for my fumbles fair, but all I ever wanted was to bring you cheer, 'cause I've always been sincere, 'cause I've always been sincere. That was for you, Chris.
Oh my God.
The weeds of summer hide us in the thicket. From an old man cutting hay across the pasture line, along the soapstone leading to the garden, are baskets, blankets, and curves of your spine. Berry juice runs down my chin, an untamed taste invited in. On the moss we are immortal, where the morning will begin with berry-stained fingers and dandelion. Protected from the traffic by the willows, cans of black raspberries rip our cheeks. In the shade, the air is cool as caverns. As we pick the fruit, it falls and crests some dusty peaks. Berry juice runs down my chin, an untamed taste invited in. On the moss we are immortal, where the morning will begin with berry-stained fingers and dandelion. In the harvest when the honeybees are drowsy, our tired lilac hands reach to dirt go back to Alone in the Dark. It's kind of freaking me out. That was Hannah Cope Johnson on harp. That was the most amazing thing I've ever seen two musicians do in like any setting. Was her harp line and a soft piano line, and what it was like 1 or 2 takes. One take. They did that in 1 take. And it sounds like one single voice. Coming up, cellist Andrew Nielsen and accordionist Albert Behar are gonna bring us in to one of my favorite tracks on the album. And this song takes us to Rue de Chat qui Pêche, the narrowest street in Paris. This one's a stander, you know? I'll see you again in Rue de Chat qui Pêche, when tables are laid out and we're both free. I'll give up my business and we'll settle down. We'll knock up a family for us in Paris. I'll say goodbye to all my things, give up my toys, my booze. I won't hunt our friends and I'll stop keeping tabs, and of course I'll be fine with whatever you choose. But if you say no, I will never forget. I'll burn down your memory as long as I live. I get what I want, I'm not wrong. I'm making it easy, so just play along. Divorce your drunk wife, give her the slip. Take up that offer of pulling hatred. I dream of you here in my street. The glass and the steel, they feel incomplete. In the fray of Rue de Chat qui Pêche, onions are frying and burgundy flows. I made reservations, I hope that's swell. And also I bought you a set of brand new clothes. I can't wait to hear your voice in Paris, or to wire you money to bring you to me. You found my glass slipper. Now what do you say? What could go wrong for us? funny. The peonies shake their crimson lips. The bobcats smile sunny. The salmon run the water wheel, but I'm not satisfied. I want to see a bunny. I cannot go to a bunny shop and see a bunny hop. Thinking here's a awesome place to the furless human race. Deep within the bunny trees, the bunny lives in cozy days. Free to feast your summer squash, but not for long, not for long. Smarty Peters. Parking lot paved o'er the field, with gooey, yuppie money. From Clover Patch to Pancake Brunch, it's freshly squeezed. I'm out of peas. I want to see This would be a great time for me. A little immersion. Whoops. Oh, I'm telling you, it's so nice when it just goes into the right track. I don't know what's going on. Mercury retrograde. We've reached our final track on We the Nighthawks. If you missed my little note up front, there is a lyric bonus booklet. There are so many incredible stories and just the perspectives from the songwriting team, from Lecco and Justin, notes from Joel Moss, our amazing producer. All of the lyrics are in there, all of Drew Bordeaux's incredible photos. It's really wonderful, so I suggest you download it and just take a little peek, maybe sing along, learn some of the lyrics. You can find that at kimberlyhockey.com/livestream. And check out the album. It's streaming on Spotify, it's on iTunes, it's on Amazon, Bandcamp, all of the internet radios. It's everywhere. And you can also join my mailing list at kimberlyhockey.com. I would love to have you on that. It's called my newsletter. And I send out one every couple weeks. And I'll let you know about all the gigs we have coming up. We do have something coming up. Save the date, August 17th in Albany. We the Nighthawks, our first live show of this music. Yes. Yeah. Who's on your mind when you are far? Who's at the wheel when you nap in the car? signs the cards and who folds the bills? Who doesn't flip when the fountain ink spills? Who dabs the sting from the scab of the fight? Who tucks you in at who shakes the tree and breaks up the leaves? Who can you trust to always believe? Who listens close to words that you say? Takes them to heart, invites them to stay. Wherever you go, harbor a new terminal gate on the airline you flew. Who's at the stairs at the end of that flight? Who tucks you in? Yeah, who tucks you in? Who tucks you in at night? Thank you so much, everybody. This was my very first time performing all of these songs. First of all, back to back. Second of all, performing them all for an audience, both live and virtual. So thank you so much. Send me a little note on social media. Let me know what you think. Please share and check out the album. Thank you, and have a beautiful rest of your weekend. And see you this summer, I hope. Bye.